Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. It's nice to see your smiling faces. I mean, I hope you're smiling. I know I disappear again. Yes, it's happened very often, isn't it? But again, I have a good excuse for it. Maybe two. So first of all, in the hotel which I work, we have a festival, which is like a food festival. So we have 17 nights of 17 Michelin star chefs. Every night, different chef cooking for over 100 people. So you can imagine how busy it is. And we are a little bit exhausted. It's a great fun. It's a wonderful experience. But you don't really have time for nothing else. Second reason why I kind of skip is because in 2021, I decided to retire from cocktail competitions. I thought it's time for me to stop, but apparently not. Yeah, so this year it's 75 years of the creation of the Margarita, so it's the 75th anniversary, and Cointreau again bringing back the Margarita challenge, so I couldn't resist and I wanted to enter. The reason why it's because I miss the creativity, I miss the buzz, I miss the passion and the whole mindful process behind creating a cocktail for a competition, because it's not just to put something on the menu, but you need to come up with a twist on the classic Margarita, which is very hard because there's so many riffs on this wonderful cocktail already out there. So to come up with something new or refreshing, it's quite difficult. However, I think I did it, and today I'm gonna present to you my creation for this year Margarita challenge. It's called the Thymless Rita. Right, fairly simple. The Thymless Rita. It's paying tribute to Margarita, the lady who created the Margarita, or as it's controversial and there's a few stories of the creation of Margarita, we're not gonna go there. We're gonna stick to this story. So the cocktail, it's taking the base and the core of the Margarita with the citrus, with the tequila, and of course with the Cointreau. But in my case, I wanted to create something a little bit more elevated, and I wanted to keep it sustainable. Now, for the cocktail I create a wonderful 4 citrus shrubs based on pink grapefruit, orange, lime and lemon. With the peels of the citrus, I've created the 4 Citrus Oleo Saccharum, but infused with the earthy thyme. So that's where the name started building up with the Thymless, no Margarita, but Rita. And of course the shrub, it's created with a cold method. It's not cooked, it's cold method creation shrub. So you have the citruses mixed with orange blossom honey, with the apple cider vinegar with the mother, which is more strong and full of flavor and much more sustainable. And finally, a spoon of turmeric, just to bring a little bit more spice and earthiness to the cocktail. And this is it. 4 ingredients. Now, if you're interested how to create this shrub, make sure you check my second channel, Mixology Art, because I'll be filming tomorrow how to create this 4 citrus shrub. And of course, I'm gonna have a few more episodes on different shrubs, because I wanna present to you a little bit more about the shrubs, and also to let you know that they're absolutely fantastic ingredients if you make them right for your home bar or a cocktail bar. So if you're ready, let's make our Thymless Rita. Of course, it's gonna be shaken, it's gonna be served over ice, no blending. As Margarita say, no blending, just shake or stir. That's it, okay? So we're gonna start with our tequila. You need to use a wonderful Blanco tequila. Do not use Reposato. That's the rule here. We're using a Blanco tequila. So I'm gonna use my Rooster Rojo, 45 ml of the tequila. And then of course, it's a Cointreau competition. So we're gonna move to our lovely Cointreau. And this is 25 ml, or you can call it an ounce if you want. I'm gonna put the recipe down in the description as always, so don't you worry. There you go, our shrub. Now, this is equal part of the citrus juice, of the orange blossom honey, and the apple cider vinegar. It stays in the fridge for about 3-4 days to develop, but you can shelf life this for quite a few months, 3-4, maybe more. Just make sure you check periodically to don't start fermenting. Otherwise, it's a wonderful thing, even just to have it with a mixer in the morning. It's very healthy. 25 ml of our shrub. And finally, the Oleo Saccharum. This is, as I mentioned, it's made with the peels from all the citrus, with the demerara sugar and a little bit of earthy thyme to bring this kind of earthiness and a smokiness to the Oleo Saccharum. So it's only 15 ml or a half ounce, and I'm gonna have to be making tomorrow more because this is gonna finish soon, but I love it, so I'll be making more shrub tomorrow. Here we are, glass, old-fashioned, so it's served over ice, but as I mentioned, you need to prepare. So you're gonna grab the Cointreau. You can make in a small plate or like in the little jigger, just a drop, a little bit of the Cointreau. And then you're gonna need a brush. Just dip your brush a little bit in the Cointreau, don't overdo it. And rim your glass from outside. You just need half of the glass. Bear in mind, some people may don't like salt, so you gotta give them a choice if they want with the salt trim or no. Find a good container for your salt with a very small hose. That's what I found. It's not pretty, but it's very effective. And just salt on top where you have the wet Cointreau, just the salt to stick. You want to have very fine powder with the citrus peels and the salt mixture, just to create a little bit like a dust. You don't want to over salt, but this one, it will help balance the cocktail just perfectly. And now it's time for shaking. Give it a quick shake to chill and incorporate everything, and we're gonna serve. Wonderful. Now a large cube of ice, or if you don't have one, just put 3-4 cubes of ice in your glass. Do not double strain, it doesn't need to. And just strain your Thymless Rita in the glass. And finally, the garnish. It's a lovely sprig of the earthy thyme to bring more aromas like smokiness and earthiness to the cocktail. Just gonna remove the bottom. And this is it, my friends. This one, it's my Cointreau 2023 Margarita Challenge entry course Thymless Rita. Cheers! Ooh. It's insanely good.